Hello everyone, thank you for joining me today and welcome to my channel. And honestly, I'm kind of excited to do this deck. Now, don't get me wrong, it is probably not one of the most efficient or best decks I've ever made. This is more purely for fun. If you want a deck that's purely fun and unique, try this deck. It's really cool. Today we are featuring up a new Pokemon from Destined Rivals, obviously, but one that has not seen a lot of coverage. So without further ado, what are we doing? We are featuring Team Rocket's Persian. Now, Team Rocket's Persian has two attacks here. It has the Haughty Order, so you'll reveal the top 10 cards of your opponent's deck, and you can choose an attack from a Pokemon you find there and use it as this attack, but then you shuffled all revealed cards back into your opponent's deck. So if they have one of their evolution Pokemon or a big attacker, you can use that attack, which is pretty sick. Now, honestly, that's kind of going to be our main attacker only because I kind of like the randomness of it, but we do play other energies, so obviously we can use Cruel Slash, where you can do 140 and confuse your opponent's active. So, for 260 HP, it's going to be pretty good. I do want to cover this deck because even though it might not be the most consistent deck, I sure wanted to have some fun today. So let's check out the rest of the deck list and see exactly what we can make with Team Rocket's Persian EX. So I have paired Team Rocket's Persian here with a 3-3 split of the Meowth Persian and then a 3-2 split of Eevee and Sylveon, because let's say your opponent gets their evolutions out of their deck, well, there's not going to be a lot of strong Pokemon left to use any attacks with. So that is where Angelite comes back into play. So since you can't use Angelite every turn anyway, you definitely want to be using Angelite and then going into potentially Haughty Order and using one of their big evolution attackers, like maybe Charizard or Dragapult or something like that. So it's going to be looking pretty good here. I love Angelite as a kind of pair with the Haughty Order. We also have Grabber to snag any evolutions and put it on the bottom of their deck, and then we do play 4 Judges to maybe, get those within the top 10 cards so we can use that attack also. But yeah, other Pokemon, we have a Fezandipiti and a Bloodmoon Ursaluna and a Shaymin, because we have to protect our basic Pokemon. It won't be protecting Fezandipiti, Ursaluna, or Persian if it's on the bench, but Shaymin, it's going to be pretty cool to have it in there as well. For our supporters, like I said, we got 4 Judge and 4 Iono to get some Pokemon out of our opponent's hand into their deck. 3 Grabbers, but 2 Crispins to power up Haughty Order or Angelite. We got Sparkling Crystal for the Angelite play. Our Pokemon Search are 4 Buddy-Buddies, 3 Nest, and 4 Ultra Ball. 2 Super Rods, 2 Pokégears to find more Judges. 2 Night Stretchers, 2 Counter Catchers, a Pal Pad for more disruption, and then a 3 split across the board with the Angelite costs Lightning, Water, and Psychic to use with the Crispin, but also 3 Team Rocket's energy as well. So that is the deck list. Hopefully we can get some lucky attacks off with Haughty Order and win some games. So let's check out the deck in action. Just one last thing before the matches, I noticed that over 80% of you are not subscribed to my channel, so if you wouldn't mind, please do so. I got a goal of hitting 750 by the end of the month and 1,000 by the end of the year. I would really love to see your support in that way as well, so thank you very much, and let's get into match number 1. Okay, I actually don't mind this because, yeah, like we have everything in hand for a turn 1 attack. We can use Dragapult on them, and I can judge them down to low hands. This is decent. Yeah, we will very much see how this goes. If they'll Itchy Pollen us or TM Evo, who knows? But I don't hate my chances here. A Monkey Dory. Yep, Justin, a Monkey Dory Itchy Pollen. Okay, so no energy or nothing. So maybe I won't judge them just because Or, I don't know, maybe I do. Yeah, just because who knows if they had, oh, I can't grab them, that's fine. Okay, let's see what we got. Yo, we can Dragapult EX them, baby. Phantom Dive. Let's just load it up. Boom. Sick. I will take that any day. Okay, Dracloak. That's fine. Sure. Okay, a Sylveon, yeah, dude, a Sylveon, Nest Ball, Sparkling Crystal, all that, sure. Love that. Okay, free prize. Alright, let's see. Oh yeah, Judge is legit also. Sparkling Crystal. Let's go get a Meowth because it can't get damaged by that. We'll Judge them. And Psychic Energy. Alright. Hottie order. Another Dragapult. Booyah. Wait. What does this do? Okay, so 200 can't attack there. Okay, yeah. Alright. Dragapult EX, baby. Phantom Dive. So 1. And we'll slap down a bunch of damage on the other one, taking 2 prizes. Love it. Using Dragapult against each other, or against itself. Gotta love it. That's so fun. Dude, this is sick. And like, if they don't evolve this at least into a Dusclops and I get another Dragapult attack, then I'm just doing 2 more. Ooh, they do get the Dusclops. So they could do 50 damage, and then it's ripe for the 200. But they'd have to Crispin, I guess. But that it takes me down to 2. I would only need a KO on the Dragapult. Okay, ooh, they ditch the Counter Catcher. Interesting. Is this gonna get a oh, a Fez? Okay, I was gonna be like, so they need an energy and a retreat. Okay, Halucha. Okay, so they can knock it out. If they can retreat and get an energy, then they can actually, it'll be 2 prizes because they'll have to pop that. Okay, Nest Ball. They could, if they get, yeah, they could go get Latias, and then they would only need a Psychic Energy. I think it would have to be Latias here. And hope, I guess, I don't know their hand, but if they... Yeah. They'd give me a prize, but they would take 3. Yep, Latias. Okay, do they have a Luminous or Psychic Energy or Crystal? Because that's the only thing they need of this combo that they needed this turn. Did they really whiff the energy? They got everything they needed but the energy? Because they haven't played an energy this turn, have they? Drew Cloak. Nope, no energy this turn. Yo, that's unfortunate. Yep, they pass. Okay, Buddy for another Meowth. I will do that. And let's see if I... Yep, no. Okay, so Night Stretcher, but they didn't have any energy. Okay, Hottie Order. Let's see what we get. That's okay. A Dracloak does knock out the Dreepy, so just no extra energy onto... Okay, Team Rocket's energy, cool. No extra energy. Or no extra damage, I guess, on the Dragapult. But 6-2 prizes. I don't know, maybe I should have just retreated and gone Angelite on the Dragapult. But I can see my way of winning. I don't know. Because what if they go pop, they go down to 1, find the energy, they go pop, pop. Or no, they go pop 6 damage here. So it's 4-1 prize. And then I just, yes, I can Magical Charm them. Oh yeah, because if I Magical Charm them, then they can't do the finishing 200. Yeah, I think we're pretty good here. Yeah, I think our opponent just sees it potentially. I don't know if they're going to keep playing, but I have a clear out to victory within the next 2 turns. They'd have to get another Dreepy down stat and then potentially like Crispin to go into it, but they only have 1 more Dreepy left in the deck that they can go play. Yes, they have a Night Stretcher to just get it back, but you know, it depends on how they want to play that. Since they're not going to Night Stretcher for energy, then they most likely will just get another Dreepy, so that once I pop them, I don't even know if they play Rare Candy, like. But honestly, they haven't done anything. I think that they just scooped, because the only way to take a knockout is Fez for the energy, pop this, yep, inactive for too long, scoop, Persian, greater than Dragapult, baby. There we go, GG's. Alright, we are playing Spider 503. And, honestly, we could, if we get a Crispin here, we can knock out this Duraludon. Let's see. No? Yes! Sick. So, there's that. Let's Grabber. Nope, nothing to Grabber. That's fine. Let's go get a Meowth. And we'll Crispin for Psychic Lightning. Alright, turn 1 Magical Charm. Boom! And now the most they can do is like Iono me, but that'll give me a fresh hand. Like, I know that, you know, energies aren't, it's not the worst, like you need them to attack, but Night Stretcher for Duraludon. And then Iono. Yeah, they can accelerate 1 if they were able, if they were going to, you know, evolve. But they'll just hammer in for 60. Alright, looks like we're gonna take another, yeah. I actually don't mind Crispining here, just to get 2 different Meowths set up. Well, I mean, almost. But yeah, I'll just Magical Charm again for 60. Boom! Yeah, this is where I have to be careful now. They do have 2 energy in the discard. They just need to evolve and attach an energy. We got some Night Stretchers to loop Duraludons. So let's see what they get. There we go, our Chaladon. We're weak to metal anyway, so no matter if they did the 30 damage before or not, we would be one shot. But do they have the energy in hand? Because I'd say why evolve? Like, why evolve if you wouldn't, but you know. Oh my gosh, they don't. Alright, well, let's take another look-see-loo at some energies here. Just discard. Go get a Persian. And I know that this probably, I don't know, it may help us the same. But we'll grab her, we'll grab her the Chaladon out of their hand. Alright, 160. Boom. And now I don't even need to use Haughty Order. If they get an energy and knock me out, I just go Cruel Slash and knock them out. They finally get a Vroom down. And they do get the energy. And they even Crispin. Why would they play anything other than metal? Psychic, interesting. Yeah, Metal Defender. Okay. You know, I'm not gonna, you know, not gonna scoff at that. Let's just thin out these buddies for another Persian. Draw 3 with Flip the Script. And yeah, attach. So now I can just do Cruel Slash. Boom. Right there, 300 on the dot for the knockout. And there we go. So I don't know what I want the first thing to be, because I could Cruel Slash and, you know, they're not knocking me out. I could Cruel Slash. I mean, they could. If they for some reason have, friggin' Maximum Belt as their A-Spec, that would suck. But I could easily go for the Confusion and then go for the big, like, swing later. Sure, Fezandipiti. That's fine. Do they have the evolution? I don't know. They're gonna draw though. Yeah, even this is 250, so I'm liking that. Ooh, the Scyther play. We don't have anything with abilities though. Oh, they're still drawing. They're really looking for this Archaludon. Ooh, a monkey. Uh-oh. Why do they play the Psychic Energy, though? That's just what I'm... Oh, no, dude. You're not telling me. Okay, Super Rod to get these energies back. I just need one for the retreat. Even one, dude. One and Duraludon goes down. No, dude. You've got to be joking me. Ugh. Nest Ball. Nothing to Nest Ball, that's fine. I'll just leave it. Not a single energy. But here's the thing, I didn't Iono them, I judged them, so there's I was gonna say there's a likelihood that they don't get it, but whatevs, they do. And they're gonna tie up the prizes. I'm really hoping that... Ooh, okay, so Scizor EX. Okay, so they're gonna Iono us to 2, which is fine. Okay, we can Iono them to 2. They will Metal Defender, so not enough to take the knockout on a Persian, so I can honestly even retreat into the other Persian to try and swing, but I'm gonna confuse them. Ooh, should I honestly even try and go for a third Persian? I could. Why not, man? Why not? Iono. I could go Fez, but like that's just putting me straight up in danger here. So I will Cruel Slash for 140 and confusing them. And then honestly, if I haughty order something real good, like another Archaludon, then they just lose. Uh-oh. Because this is 80 plus, right? So 80 plus. Oh, max belt. What did I say? Max belt? You see, they shouldn't have put the Defiance band on. Because if I can haughty order, yeah, they have max belt in hand. It's their last card. They're gonna slap it down. Because if I can haughty order into Archaludon... Oh, they just swung. That would have made them win, right? No, 220. Okay. Alright. Come on, if I get an Archaludon here, I win. Haughty order. Archaludon, baby! 220 for the knockout. Boom. GG's. Alright everyone, that is the deck. Team Rocket's Persian hitting their own Pokemon's attack against them, and with Sylveon shoving some Pokemon back in the deck, Grabber doing the same, bunch of disruption to try and get any Pokemon they're saving in their hand back into the deck, and Hottie Order does some good work. So thank you so much. I know this is not the best deck, it's not a good deck, but it's a fun deck. So thank you so much for watching, and please, if you wouldn't mind liking and subscribing like I said. And honestly, there's some new videos every Tuesdays, Thursdays, and Sundays, baby. So thank you so much. You all have a nice day. Peace.